We are going to analyze the revolutionary process in France, and for this we are going to divide it into 4 stages.
It all begins in May, when Louis XVI summons the States General, where the 3 estates met to vote on matters of vital importance. The goal was to pass a tax reform to force the privileged to pay and increase the crown's income. However, it will not succeed since the system of a vote per estate gave the nobility and the clergy a majority in all decisions. That was not the worst for Louis XVI, since the representatives of the Third State proposed a radical change and implement the system of one person, one vote, and demanded greater representation. Of course, the king refused, but this did not stop the representatives of the Third Estate, and, shortly after, they met in what they called the National Assembly. In this way, they became the only representatives of the French nation, and with the duty of creating a constitution for France.
This situation encouraged the people of Paris, and, to show their support, on July 14, France's National Day, they stormed the Bastille, a place with a great symbolic load. It represented the power of the king. It stored a large quantity of weapons, and some of the opponents of Louis XVI were imprisoned in its cells. A few weeks later, the National Assembly proclaimed civil equality and the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen. The king, forced by the situation, will soon accept the National Assembly, which opens a new stage in the history of France and all of Europe.